Round 2, and we have lost the die roll this time against Special K. Cereal or narcotic? So special. Oh, and here's our hand. Huh. Well, I've been on the kick of not mulliganing lately, especially in this format when morphs are so prevalent. I'm a little worried, even though we have two really great blue spells, we can't cast them with our mana. But I have a nice 2-drop. I have a suspension field to deal with a big old fatty, and if nothing else, I can start sinking my mana into the Bondkin. I convinced myself. I'm a keepin'. And I'm on the draw with 18 lands, 7 of which are islands. It'll be a while, but these may not be wanting to get into play for a little bit anyway. I might just want to be drawing into like a morph or other creatures that I can cast. So that's where I'll start out with my reasoning. Mountain Land is not exactly what I'm looking for, but this is a 5-mana format, so that's okay. And hey, look, we even got the morph online, and it looks like we'll be able to unmorph it as needed fairly easily. Another Mardu deck. So look, we're playing another red-white build. Interesting to note. Ooh, I think here we go ahead and Crippling Bellstrike the morph and start bashing through. I like that idea. Sorry, Crippling Bellstrike? I mean Singing Bellstrike. Get to bash in for a bit. Happy to start being the aggressor here. Could have just played my morph, develop my board, and then like next turn do a Singing Bellstrike and something else. But I want to be proactive here. Okay, so this is the warrior deck. Mardu warrior deck on the way. And if that's the case, I'm happy for these two to trade. But then just get my War Behemoth down. I think we're going to go a little bit on the later game plan here. Is that correct? I don't really know what my opponent's deck is doing. Could be also an aggressive build, but could also be like one of the late game, get all those warriors online. I'm going to offer the trade. I think this guy, in any deck that plays it, is going to be more powerful than what my Bondkin can do. So I want to start trading off. We'll get the Behemoth down instead. My opponent doesn't even want to work that hard for such things. Cast face down. Yeah. We'll attack in again next turn. Attack for 3. Do I block here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a combat trick. The thing is, this guy gets to upturn next turn, and can just start eating things. So I'm not that behind on the race. I'm okay with not blocking here. Oh, there could be the archer. I always forget about that until like after the attack. Oh, my opponent doesn't have it. Yay! I might have wanted to block there if I had seen the archer, but I didn't. So life is good. Attack with both. Keep my morph back for blocks. Right now I'm fine with the race situation. What does my opponent have here? Removal spell? Throttle something? No? Alright, then we'll just keep our mana available, keep Crippling Chill up, or morph our dude. Take up arms. Oh, okay. Now I'm a little worried about the warrior thing. So we're going to take a big hit here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage down to 8. I don't think I want to waste my Crippling Chill on the Chief quite yet. I think we might be able to use that to pound through some damage. We're just going to have to unmorph and keep our dude back for blocks, and that should work out pretty okay for us. I'm not excited by any means for that, but I think it's alright. That means we are no longer the aggressor, though. We got our dude up. Alright, do I want to just start being super defensive? I can outlast the Bondkin, put a Leaping Master into play. We're not playing any of our 3 guys yet. Yeah, that's got to be the game plan, right? Yeah, we're on D, hardcore. I'll trade off the Leaping Master with, like the Chief, or maybe just the War token. It's card disadvantage, but I don't want to get too much lower in life, especially with the Arrow Storms that I didn't see from my opponent last turn. Okay, my opponent now gets to have 2/2, might turn into something bigger, which might end up being the Suspension Field target next turn. Opponent's just pressuring here all the way. In Mardu, there's the Goblin Flipper. Could be a Death Toucher. This is for sure happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to block one of the guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this gets into 4 power range, I'm in trouble. I'm trying to remember what are in these colors. There's the 5/2, so that's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would kill me. Yeah, and that's probably what it could be. Yeah, there's too many options for it. I'm just gonna have to accept that this War Behemoth's going down. And hopefully we'll still be able to stabilize with our Bondkin and like a Suspension Field and Crippling Chill. So Suspension Field may not be able to take it if it is the 5/2. Oh, no, it's a Trumpet Blast. Oh, well, that could do it also, of course. So couldn't play around that. Well, I guess I could have if I had thought of it and maybe not wanted to make the plays I did. Keep my Bondkin back. Alright, but my opponent's officially doing the Trumpet Blast deck, which got me this game. Hopefully won't get me the next game. So I'll be able to play around it appropriately. But we're definitely going to be the one on D. I think I want a sandbar for early blocks so we can just get those boards cleared. Don't want the Canyon Lurkers because we're not going to be the aggressor here. And I don't think I want Force Away. What don't I want here? We didn't see anything that's Suspension Field targeted. Oh shoot, it was Witness of the Ages. I forgot to look at that earlier. That targets Suspension Field. But I've got to assume there's something my opponent has. Even though it's stuck in my hand this last game, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be other things that it'll be able to target. But that's an option to pull out. Seeing Bell Strike, actually, even though my opponent got there and was able to start untapping, like I still think it's going to be good against that kind of aggressive warrior deck. But I think we take one of those guys out. I was seeing Bell Strike or a Suspension Field. Kill Shot, Crippling Chill will be good. Blood Fermenter blocks well. I like my 3/3s. Sage-Eye Harrier should be good for blocks. And these guys I like. So yeah, Suspension Field or Seeing Bell Strike I want to pull. Because I either want to trade off with the 2/1. I don't know if I want 2 Seeing Bell Strikes. I'm going to trust my gut that there's got to be something scary in my opponent's deck that the Suspension Field is going to want to deal with. There might even be like another Chief of the Scale or something. Instead of the Chief of the whatever the Chief we did see. So I'm going to rock it that way. Yes, I want to play first. 2 comes into play, tap lands, a removal spell, uncastable, right, but 2 morphs. Well, we're keeping it. Again, the theory being we have 2 good morph creatures, and we should be able to draw our 3rd land at 18 lands in time. I also like gaining 2 life. My opponent went down to 6. Minorly helpful as we dig for our 3rd land. That will be good. No, 2-drop for my opponent is fantastic. not having a play is not fantastic. But I am feeling a little bit better that we have 2 castable removal spells if we need to get something locked down or off the table soon. That'll probably take a Singing Bell Strike if I can't play anything this turn. Ooh, got the Elder though, so yeah, we'll go ahead and play our Elder instead. I want to develop my board. We'll hang on to the Bell Strike for a little bit later. But not drawing lands, my opponent might have a removal spell and try to start getting some tempo online. But it'd be nice to be able to do a Singing Bell Strike, attack for 2, and then loot away something that I'm not interested in as I dig for another land. Push comes to shove. Opponent has nothing at the moment. I do have my 3rd land, but I'm pretty sure I'm Singing Bell Strike anyway. I want to get my Prowess trigger. Get a little extra damage in. I still get actually, you know what? I forgot. You can loot anyway. It's not like you need the 2 points. For some reason, I was linking the Prowess to the looting ability, which is incorrect. Yes, I want to use that ability. Another Tranquil Cove I'll probably play. Question is, do I ditch the plains? I don't think so. I need lands. Master of the Way is looking bad. Leaping Master I like because we should be able to dig for our... Yeah, I think Master of the Way is the one that's got to go. But then again, the Master of the Way is pretty much going to do what the Leaping Master does, but also cycles us a card. If I ditch the plains right now, I still have turns the next following couple turns. I'll be playing the Tranquil Cove, gain a life. Start playing some morphs. Yeah, I think I can ditch the plains okay. I really do. That could be wrong since we do want to be moving into some higher casting cost stuff. But for the next couple turns, I got stuff to do. Opponent plays Jeskai Student. Okay. Mentors here. We can Suspension Field the Jeskai Student to attack for 2. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to rock out a Morph Dude. If my opponent plays a land and wants to attack with this morph, I'll block and make my opponent... now my opponent's also just kind of chilling, trying to get to what's needed. Okay, Narset might be the first thing that I want to actually discard from the Jeskai Elder. I'll go ahead and attack with both. No, because my opponent can play a spell, pump the Jeskai Student or something. So we're going to keep this board development going. Opponent's untapping. Gonna attack in with the morph. We saw the 4/4 before, but doesn't seem to have what it takes to make that happen. Now we're getting some of our lands online, so that's great. What do I want to do? I'm tempted to Suspension Field the Jeskai Student because it does allow us some attacks. That's got to be horrible. I want to keep my as many creatures alive as possible right now. So we're just looking to get some defense up. And even that should be pretty nice. Ponyback Brigade? No, Witness the Agent. Alright. Good to know that that's what it is. It's the morph we saw last time. Bloodfire Mentor should block that pretty nicely. Suspension Field, if we have to 2-for-1 ourselves, can take it out when needed. Another morph from my opponent. With 5 mana backup. A little scary. If I draw an untapped land, I might master away this morph. Because I'll have 5 cards in hand. Ooh, Ride Down, that's pretty fantastic too. I kind of feel like we still just play the wait game and maybe do a Bloodfire Mentor. Maybe I do that now, try to dig for a land. It's a little risky, because if it's an untapped land, I can't play the Leaping Master, which is kind of where I want to be. I want to loot, for sure. Get rid of Narset, I believe. If I attack in and play Ride Down, what happens? My opponent has cards in hand. Yeah, Ride Down's not where we want to be right now. I'll just continue to develop the board. Play out my Leaping Master. Then see what happens. We're stuck on lands, but I still have plays. And again, the more creatures I have, the more insane this Flying Crane technique can be. I mean, right now, if we play Flying Crane technique and then we attack my opponent without flyers, it just dies. Alright, now we got 5 mana to make these guys super duper fun. So I think we go ahead and play Master of the Way. Clears away a Scary Morph, which is the only thing I'm super scared of at the moment. Continues to keep our guys alive while we dig for a 6th land to get an Alpha Strike on. So is this the Ponyback Brigade? Yeah. Alright. So we're getting into Trumpet Blast territory. We do have our 6 lands, so we can start setting up our lethal attack next turn. I don't think my opponent's going to be tapping out, though. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... It's only 16 damage, actually. It's not going to be lethal. So we need to be flipping these morphs and then doing a Flying Crane technique. So it is Stay Alive Zone time. So I could be playing like Narset next turn to have some really good defense. Also be able to cast some more spells. So we can play Narset next turn, then do like a Suspension Field. My opponent's digging. I still think the Suspension Field I want to hold on to for a powerful card. We might use the Ride Down to like 2-for-1 ourselves with a Witness or something. Yay, foil planes. Okay. What do I do? I love both my morphs. My opponent now has 5 cards in hand and has been digging for... should have some pretty crazy action. Don't want to use the Suspension Field. I could attack in with these two. See what my opponent's blocks are. If like the Witness comes in, we just morph it to either stay alive or kill the Witness. We can always do a Ride Down. Then we only have 4 mana left. Doesn't do a whole lot, but we will be able to loot at least. And we have enough life to have our triple block in order to not die to like a Trumpet Blasted Goblin attack. Might even just take it. But I'm pretty happy to go with a safe play here. Play Narset and attack with her next turn and have our morph guys start being like untapped. Actually, I'm just going to unmorph. Might loot. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the take it slow game. Take up arms now, starts coming down. So yeah, Trumpet Blast is starting to get a little bit scary. Goblin Slide, not as scary. So I'm kind of glad that's happening. But my opponent's at the point in the game now where that does get very relevant. Wow, okay, so Trumpet Blast is very scary at this point. I have to do some math here. I think we can still, with this, if my opponent only has one black, I think if we unmorph, we will have lethal. Let's make it the biggest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man. Murderous Cut could totally get us. Alright, so Murderous Cut would kill us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would take out the Glacial Stalker. Because what I'm considering right now is doing a Flying Crane technique, attacking with everything. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it would be lethal if it gets through. But if my opponent has a Murderous Cut and then like a Trumpet Blast on the Crackback, I'm just hosed, right? At the same time, there's a Trumpet Blast coming through already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I think my opponent's setting up for the Trumpet Blast. I'm going to go for my own little setup here. And just going to go with Flying Crane technique. I'm going in on it, but I haven't seen the Murderous Cut. I'm pretty sure this is going to get us there. This is the closest thing to tapped out my opponent's going to do. And this is, I think, the only way I win this game, is if I land a Flying Crane technique, and this is the best chance for me to go alpha with this mana right now. Alright, let's rock and roll. No, my opponent has it. Oh, does have it. Opponent does have it. Alright, I took a gamble on that. Does my opponent also have the Trumpet Blast? Wow. Wow. Sure, let's start looting. Crippling Chill is okay. It'll maybe get our last block in after there's another 6 damage down. What am I never, ever going to play? Narset. Because I'm either dead next turn or I win next turn. Can I play an island? Did I already play one this turn? I think so. I don't really need it. What I need is to have ride down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have that. So if I survive next turn, then we can do ride down, suspension field, and crippling chill, and might be able to get through for a win if we don't die. But 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage is happening right now. I'm down to 10. Trumpet Blast, of course, kills me. If my opponent has it, then my opponent has it. I really don't think we were going to win. If I didn't go for it then anyway, because just the Trumpet Blast with that many tokens like just gets me. So yeah, my opponent. I think that was the right play for me. It might not have been the right play to have continued like early on to try to make stall the game out. I didn't know my opponent has that many token makers, but it was a good assumption. It was pretty fun. But I think once it got to the point on that state, I think it was correct to do the Flying Crane technique. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. That was super, super enjoyable. I did have a pretty mediocre deck. Actually, you know, I'm going to go into a third video so that I don't give away that I didn't get to the finals. I'm going to try that kind of as a new technique as we do stuff. So I'll debrief the draft in the next vid. See you then.